Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot, get it all in there, by Ciro Marchetti, companion book by Barbara Moore. I think I'm messing up the name Ciro. I don't remember the other way to say it. But if you look online, I'm sure you'll find it. It's just not triggering in my brain, and if you find the artist, I think they want you to buy their product. So if you want to show support for them, I highly recommend that. The website for them is llewellyn.com. I want to say they also were at like usgamesinc.com too. I don't know. I could be wrong. usgamesinc.com is a website, but supportive oracle cards, magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website on this one is hayhouse.com. Feel free to check that out if you'd like to. All right. What do we have for Leo? Oh, we have good cards coming out. So, the cycle. How far does the cycle go? Feels like I'm stuck in the cycle. Something about, there's a cycle. You got this card. It's the Sun card, yeah? Yeah. So, to me, it's the best card in a tarot deck. It's the best outcome. That's where this started, but I keep seeing this circle in the center, and I'm seeing it like mirrored in the Justice card at the top above the lady's head, and I'm seeing it over here where you're standing with the Hanged Man. Is that one? Yes. See up here, the circle up here. I keep seeing the circle like there's a cycle, and I feel like you're looking at this like the cycle never breaks. I'm not sure I like that. I feel like I'm stuck in a cycle. I'm stuck in this loop. I'm stuck in the cycle. I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a cycle. Is it a bad cycle? I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to make up my mind if I like this, because I keep looking at this like this keeps happening. Like it's a cycle. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. And I'm starting to feel like I don't think this is right. Like I'm like, I don't know if this is good. What do we have? The Two of Pentacles reversed and the Magician. I don't want to keep doing this cycle. Part of this is arguments. Maybe somebody with jealousy, which this could be work related. Doesn't have to be romance, but like somebody who's jealous of you or your accomplishments, or somebody who's just like, I feel like there might be a person who like, I've worked with people like this before. It's like, well, who's the target today? Like who do they have an issue with today? Who is it today? Like every day it seems like it's somebody new. They always have an issue with somebody. Yeah, because I feel like I don't want to keep doing this anymore. And I'm seeing this like, this is a cycle that I want to end. I do want to end this cycle. The thing is, I've been avoiding this. And currently, I do feel like I'm just staying out of it. But I'm also like, the next time it comes my way, I'm looking to end this cycle. I feel like, is it a cycle with somebody else? Or what is the deal? I almost wonder if it's more of a cycle with somebody else. But everybody gets a turn with this person in their cycle. And it's kind of like, how do we break this cycle with this person? Because we don't want to do this anymore. And Leo has the backbone to do it. No, for nothing. Y'all have the backbone to do it. Kind of like, no, it's enough of that. Now that I'm seeing it for what it is, I'm not a fan of it. So what do we need to do to break that cycle? Because I'm not riding it anymore. The current incarnation of this cycle, I feel like I'm hearing about it maybe second, third hand, but I know it's happening. And I'm like, all right, I've had enough with this. When it comes my way again, and it will, and I feel like I'm looking at that, like, it will come my way again, but when it does, these two cards together are very interesting. Kind of like, I'm ready to stop the cycle. The buck stops here. I don't know, I think I've been handling it wrong. I thought I was handling it right. And it may be like, usually you confront the situation, and you're like, I thought that would fix it, but that's not working. So I clearly have to have a different way to handle this because I'm not looking to have this happen again. And I get like somebody here is liking the controversy. Somebody here is enjoying the conflict. And maybe that's what you're figuring out. Like, by addressing something head on, you thought, well, I should be stopping it in its tracks because I'm not putting up with it. And I tell them face to face, like, no, that's not happening. Knock it off. We're done. Knock it off. And I feel like you're very bold. Leo usually doesn't have a hard time being bold. When something needs to be said, you'll say it. That's how it goes. And usually you guys don't overthink it. You're just like, here's what it is. Bam. There you go. Right out the mouth. There we go. But I'm like, no, because they're thriving off of this. They're searching people out to do this with. I'm not looking to take another turn at bet here. I don't want to play this game anymore. So when your turn comes around, and it will, within probably the next 3, I get the number 3, 3 weeks, could be 3 days, at the very most 3 months, but I doubt it. But I would say 3 months is long. 3 weeks is more likely, possibly 3 days. I keep getting a 3. Maybe in March, because I keep getting a 3. I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not reacting this time. I'm letting them do what they want. If they want to pitch a fit, okay, I don't know if this is bad, but sometimes people, they start having a fit, and the less you react, the worse they get. But sometimes they get to the point where they get so bad that they literally make themselves sick. They go hoarse, or they get, I feel like you're kind of like, go ahead, have a freak out. I'm not intimidated by you, so have fun popping your ear pods. Okay, nice little show you're having there. Enjoy it, because I don't care. Whatever. Knock your socks off. Knock them right off. In fact, I'll put my nose plugs on that way in case that happens. Because I don't want to deal with you. You are not. You're just like, all right, we can do that. I feel like you're letting them freak out, and you're just letting them lose their mind over it. They want to have a fit. They want to carry on like a 2-year-old. They can't get a piece of candy or can't have their toy at the store. Let them go. Let them have it right out. Freak themselves right out, because they're going to, I feel like they're going to bust a gasket on it is what I feel like is going to happen. It's kind of like, well, maybe that's what it's going to take to teach them. When they don't enjoy that process anymore because they made themselves sick, maybe that's what it takes. Because I see with the Hermit card, like, there's a reason you guys are represented by the Strength card. It's not just because you exhibit strength. It's because you can, if you don't want to react, you won't. I feel that. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I feel like if you don't want to react and you're like, no, I'm not gonna, because I'm over this and I know it, and I'm like, it's not intimidating to you. I feel like I'm not intimidated. I'm like, whatever. It's a show and a half, but whatever. It's a boring show that I'm just over. You're blocking the energy. You're just not participating. You're like, I'm not participating anymore. I don't want to play this cycle anymore, because that's how it keeps going. Every time I go and I confront it, it just takes another spin around the block, another spin around the block, another spin around the block. For some of you, this might be one of those things where somebody sets you off, you stand up for yourself, and then you're the one who gets in trouble, or they get you in trouble. I feel like that could be it. You get in trouble for standing your ground. And you're like, not even going to go there this time. And you're letting them just lose their mind. Lose their mind. How is this? I know success is coming for you. I know it's happening, but exactly, could we get a little bit more information about how that success is coming forward for Leo? You have the 19, which is the Sun card, and then the 6 of Swords reversed. Strength, even though it's an Oracle deck, I still feel like that's you. You're winning. Strength, I feel like the success. You're getting the success. By not playing and just blocking it and letting this purple person freak right out. Let's use a work example. Say this is a manager, just for argument's sake. And usually you stand up for yourself and you're like, that's not right, and you get upset and you tell them where it goes and how to get there and the directions, the whole deal, the whole 9 yards. This time you're like, you know what, you don't intimidate me, whatever. And you're just kind of like, oh, okay, and you're just going in there. They might be having a fit and a half. And the less you react, the more upset they get. And they're having such a freak out that there's people all over the building noticing them having a freak out. And you're just sitting there listening to them. And you're just kind of like, wow, okay, that's something. Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of volume on that. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, you got some things to say. Yeah, all right. Not bothered. Not intimidated. I just really feel like you're not intimidated. Other people are going to hear it. And the wrong person, well, the right person in your case, the wrong person in their case is going to hear it. Maybe more than one person. And then other people are going to get involved. And they're going to be like, what is going on? Why are you having a freak out and a half? And it's not you, it's them. Whoever this person is. And you're just kind of listening. And I feel like that's all you're going to be able to say is like, I don't know, they started freaking out, so I just listened. That's all I did. I figured this time I'll just listen and just let them get it all out, whatever it is, because I don't know what's going on. And the more I listened, the louder they got, the worse they got. And they just kept freaking out and freaking out and freaking out until everybody else in the building heard them. That's all I know. I was just trying to listen. I was just trying to do my best to listen. That's all I was doing. Because usually I try to say something back and it gets worse and I get yelled at. So instead of me getting yelled at, I just decided to listen this time and it just kept getting worse and worse. And I feel like the wrong person for the right person for you, wrong person for them is going to sort this out. A lot of other things are being brought into question. Again, I see success with you. A lot of the history of the situation is going to be pulled into question, I should say. And I feel like this person who's having the freak out is going to have a lot to answer for. And I don't see that going well for them. It's a general read, take it with a grain of salt, so exactly how bad it gets for them, I don't know. I guess you'll see more than I will. I don't think there's anything that they don't deserve, if that makes sense. So that's where I see that going. Yeah, because you're not intimidated by them. I just don't see it. In fact, if you're a person, you're watching this and you're like, well, sometimes they do kind of get my goat. There's a book by Paul McKenna, British author, How to Mend Your Broken Heart. It is geared towards romantic relationships, but I've used it for every different type of relationship. You can take that energy right away from them, so it doesn't even bother you. And try that book. I'm just highly suggesting it. You don't even have to read it. You just got to do the exercises. Highly, highly recommend it. If you need that little extra edge to the situation for yourself. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.